There comes a time in your life when you need to rethink your shopping list when it comes to buying a new car. Power and performance come off the list to be replaced by practicality. Sleek and sporty go out the window in favour of safety. You shed a tear for sexy coupes, two-seater soft tops and hot hatches as you realise that a busy life and a family means it's time to buy an estate. For most of us, becoming an estate car driver is life's little way of telling us that we've finally grown up, that we have responsibilities and we no longer have time to have fun behind the wheel of our car. But hang on just a minute before you get too depressed, because Volvo have just thrown us a lifeline in the shape of this, the V70R with all-wheel drive. They've done the unthinkable. They've produced an estate car that can outperform a sports car and looks the business as well. Yes, the Volvo V70R is a wolf in sheep's clothing that will leave the boy racers for dust at the lights, even when it's loaded up with the family and a boot full of shopping. We're talking 2.3 litres of 5-cylinder turbocharged power, 240 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds, and get this, a top speed limited to 152 miles per hour. Figures like that mean sporty performance all right, but it does also look the part. It may seem like it's made totally out of right angles, but that deep front spoiler, the alloy wheels and a wing at the top of the tailgate all give out the right message. And tucked away neatly and discreetly on the back are 3 little letters that tell you this car is capable of serious performance. The A, W and D stand for all-wheel drive, and the minute you get on the road you realise it's worth its weight in gold. There's an incredible amount of power lurking underneath that bonnet, far too much for a 2-wheel drive system to be able to handle properly. But the all-wheel drive system copes with it beautifully. In normal conditions, the engine's power goes straight through the front wheels as you'd expect. But when you get a miserable day like this and the roads get slippery, when you're accelerating or cornering, the 4-wheel drive system automatically kicks in. You floor the throttle in this and you don't get wheel spin. It just rockets away with amazing grip and traction. And when you combine that with the lowered sports chassis, the incredibly taut body control and the firm suspension, cornering in this is an absolute joy. And it's not just country roads that the Volvo likes, it's just as much at home on motorways, where the superb overtaking power simply eats up the miles for fun. The clever people at Volvo have thought of everything. There's a load compensating system, which means that even when it's fully loaded with 5 adults and all the paraphernalia they carry, the performance is still just as impressive. Being behind the wheel of the Volvo is a far more impressive experience than you would first imagine. It's just great fun to drive. The steering is smooth and it's very responsive. The only gripe I have is with the turning circle, which is rather poor and can become a bit of a pain. Parking it is also difficult until you get used to its size. Inside the vehicle, the cabin is extremely stylish, with lots of aluminium trim everywhere, and everything is extremely well laid out. The V70 really does pamper its driver and the passengers. The leather and suede seats are very comfortable and supportive, and there's a huge list of goodies to keep you amused. Twin climate controls, heated electric seats, cruise control, and an 8-speaker triple CD system are just a few from the very impressive equipment list. One gadget not included in the list is this. An extra £2,500 will get you the ultimate in-car accessory, your very own traffic information system. It's a little bit like having your own onboard taxi driver. It's extremely difficult to get the hang of, but once you do, it can direct you anywhere by the shortest route, and it lets you know of any traffic problems you're likely to encounter on the way. It really does take an awful lot of the stress out of driving, and it could mean an end to all those family rows about who read the map the wrong way and got you all lost. Being a Volvo, it is of course packed with safety features. Everything from airbags and side impact bars to 3-point passenger seat belts. And check out the special integrated child seat. The kids will be fighting over who gets to sit in that one. And of course, let's not forget the reason you were in the market for an estate. You might have discovered performance to die for in this one, but top of the shopping list originally was space. And space this has. 5 adults can fit in comfortably. The load area is enormous and the rear seats fold down easily, thanks to a tilting mechanism that moves the headrest out of the way, locks in the seats and leaves you with even more space. So there you have it. You've got space, practicality and safety, with great handling and fantastic performance, all in one neat little package. So what's the snag? The price, £37,000. It's a great deal of money that could buy you many amazing cars, but very few of them would be able to offer quite what the Volvo can. In Volvo speak, the V from V70 stands for versatile, and this truly is a versatile vehicle. It manages to keep everyone happy, and it's the perfect choice for the real driving enthusiast who now has the family to think about as well.